Hey everybody, welcome back to The Last Shed on Dead End Street. My name is Tim. Tonight I also watched Miss 45 by Abel Ferrara. It's from 1981 and it's 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Miss 45 is about a woman named Thana living in New York City working for a designer. She's a seamstress. And Thana is mute, and at the office she's well liked. She does a good job, and she comes and goes and minds her own business and doesn't really bother anybody. Well, on her way home after work, stops by the supermarket, gets a few things, and as she's walking home, she's pulled into an alley by a rapist. And she's assaulted. And it's a terrible scene. I believe the rapist is played by Abel Ferrara too. It looks like Abel Ferrara in a mask. So kind of like Hitchcock. Anyway, Thana, the rapist, leaves, and she gathers herself and gathers her things up and goes back home. And when she gets into her apartment, there's a robber inside. And he wants money from her. He has a 45, and he, tells her, "Give me all your money." Well, she doesn't have any money, and so he assaults her as well. So she's assaulted twice in the same day, within like minutes of each other. And while it's happening, she ends up getting the best of the assailant and knocking him out with, or killing him with a glass apple. And she takes his body into the bathtub and ends up dismembering it with a turkey carver. And she takes the body parts and she puts it into her fridge and takes the 45. In the following days, she has PTSD from the event, and they handle that really, really well. Like, she's having these flashes of like somebody touching her or the rapist behind her, things of that nature. So they do a really good job of like this, what she's living with, what she's dealing with. Well, because she has had all this happen, she starts carrying the 45 around. And when the next man gets aggressive with her, she shoots him with it. Well, then she decides to start going out and baiting them, almost like Death Wish. Not almost totally like Death Wish, but with a woman. And so she becomes kind of this vigilante hero. And the newspaper's talking all about the 45 killer. And she's still having to maintain her job while also moonlighting as Miss 45. And as the movie progresses, even those around her end up becoming victims because they're just pieces of shit. And the image from Miss 45 is of her in the nun's habit, brandishing the gun. And that actually doesn't happen till much, much later in the movie. So slight spoiler there, but yeah, she doesn't quite wear that until, kind of near the end of the movie. I kind of wish she had it throughout the entire thing. Anyway, Miss 45 is a grindhouse, rough movie. It's probably not the roughest thing. Definitely not that grindhouses have to offer, but it definitely has its unpleasantries that seem to go along with those types of movies. Anyway, I do like Abel Ferrara, and I also really like his collaborations with Nicholas St. John, who is the screenwriter on this. They do a really good job, typically, of coming up with a good premise and executing on that premise really well. This is, I believe, the second movie after Driller Killer. And Driller Killer 2, also a great title, great premise, but doesn't entirely deliver on the idea of it. So as their collaboration, progressed, the films got better and better and better. Not for the faint of heart. Like I said, within the first 5 minutes of the movie, she's assaulted twice, so definitely unpleasant in that regard. I watched it. It was part of that nunsploitation thing on Criterion as well, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Anyway, if you like Abel Ferrara and you haven't seen Miss 45 before, be warned, there are sexual assaults in it. But it is... take those aside. After that, it's fun. After that, it's fun. The salt's not fun. After that, it's fun. Anyway, if you like Abel Ferrara and you haven't seen Miss 45, it's now playing on the Criterion channel. It's from 1981, and it's 1 hour and 20 minutes long. My name's Tim. This is The Last Shed on Dead End Street.